Good afternoon. My name is Susie Fernandez Patton. I'm a physical therapist. I have a doctorate in physical therapy. I also am a LSVT certified, and I also have the lymphedema and wound care certification. I've been a physical therapy for more than 30 years. My major experience is being in acute care and outpatient. And I've seen orthopedic conditions as well as neurological conditions like Parkinson's, MS, or even just balance problems. I want to thank everybody for being this afternoon, spending the time with me, and I hope that you guys learn something new, okay? For this afternoon, what is going to be our objective? I want to kind of set a deeper understanding of exercises. I think that we hear a lot, oh, we need to exercise, but do we actually understand how important it is for our bodies? If you are young, or if you are healthy, or you have any condition, exercises are very good for us. Also, I want to talk a little bit about how physical therapy can help you with the symptoms with Parkinson's. We're going to also discuss some treatment options or some exercises that may improve certain symptoms that other exercises may not be so effective. And the important part is improve the quality of life through education. And what is quality of life? Quality of life is being able to do whatever you enjoy to do. And that can be different from everybody. Includes mentally and physical condition, okay? I may enjoy just to read the book in the beach, and that will be fine. Versus other people like to be hiking, kayaking, playing tennis, playing pickleball. And this is what me as a physical therapist want to focus on. I want to focus on what you like, what is important for you, and what is actually is impairing that you enjoy your life a little bit better. When you go to the physical therapist, we as a physical therapist have some goals. And we're going to evaluate your movement. We're going to see what are the difficulties that you have. And we are going to create a treatment program specifically for you. And we're going to be focused on function. Like, for example, it's hard to get up, getting in and out of the car. And getting in and out of the car is very important because this is how you can get out of the house and actually maybe stand with your grandkids or with getting a family gathering and stuff like that. Also, if you start feeling that it's getting hard to do different things, my goal will be for you to improve your independence and kind of help you to do things a little bit easier, but keep independent. We're going to improve your walking. Walking is very important for any kind of function. And we're going to design the exercises that you enjoy, but at the same time, it's going to address the symptoms that is kind of impairing your quality of life. How we're going to achieve that? I think education is very important. I believe that we need to understand why we do things, because I think that that kind of motivates us to actually do it, even if we don't want to do it. We can use adaptive equipment. That can be your walking stick, can be a walker, can be a cane. We're going to do resistance exercises, can be the band or the weight. Balance exercises, we're going to work on your walking. And sensory motor awareness is what you hear a lot, the proprioception. It's being able to control your body in the space while you're doing something else. We're going to use visual and auditory cues. That will be, I've heard this a lot, like ta-da, or kind of count. That is auditory, can be music. That is all that auditory cues. And visual cues, you know when you go to the mall and you see the lines, kind of help you to walk? They have also like a laser that you can use to help you with that. Then there is some options out there to help you to kind of walk better, especially outside. And we're going to do a home exercise program, and we're going to introduce you some exercises that will help you to be able to do community classes, to be able to keep that function. All right, I'm talking a lot about exercises. What are the benefits of exercises? Okay, exercises decrease non-motor symptoms. What does that mean? That means depression, that means apathy, that means anxiety, that means problem sleeping, can be constipation, and guess what? Especially like getting stressed out or being anxious, everybody can use exercise to control that, because our lives sometimes get pretty hectic. Improve memory, I can use that one, okay? Then whenever you are exercising, even you're exercising physically, think that you're also exercising your brain. Help us to be able to learn easier, assimilate the information easier, and the most important part with patients with Parkinson's is that exercises increase the dopamine production of your body. Not only increase the dopamine production, but also improve the absorption of the dopamine in your body. That means that your muscle will start working better, including your brain. The brain is a muscle. And this is the best part that I have from exercises: decrease inflammation on the nerves. And whenever the nerves get inflamed, tend to start having some damage and tends to die. We do not want our brains to die, our nerves to die, neither our brains, but it's neuroprotective. That means that when we're doing exercises, the body creates factor and these neurotransmitters to help the nerve to kind of get repair and facilitate neurogenesis. That means that also helps the nerve to kind of get repair, okay? Now, we're going to talk about the first one of the treatment options, and I put virtual reality in there. I want you to think of video games, all right? Very interesting, because I know that some of you guys have not grown with video games. The new generation, this is the only thing that they like to do, but have a really good positive effect of patients that have with Parkinson's, okay? Will improve your quality of life, but one of the best things that the video games has is to have a lasting effect up to 6 months. That means if I stop doing the video games today, I will still have that improvement up to 6 months. Because the video games is kind of talking to our brain and our body at the same time. And again, if you like video games, if you don't like video games, it will not be fun, okay? But normally people that like video games, they feel that it's a game. It is fun. The part of the video games are that have reward system, have noises, all that talks to our brain to make us feel happy. And part of that effect to our body is that increase the dopamine production. Some of these video games, especially the ones that you need to be active, you need to do things, have the same effect of the exercises because you are moving. Because you are in the video game and you are doing this activity, you so concentrate on what you're doing on your game, you don't realize what your body's doing. Then it's learning how to move while you are doing something else. And the other important good effect of video games is that will translate that movement, that information, to your daily activities without you even realizing it. The kind of goggle, that is the immersive virtual reality. I tried it like 2 Christmas ago. I tried the boxing. Oh my goodness, I thought I was going to die. It was hard. I was like, first of all, I'm very competitive, even though I say I'm not. And I was not going to let the machine to win, but it took me 2 hours to recoup. Okay. I do, however, like the Wii game. I did get addicted to the Wii game, and it's very good because it's helping you with your balance and your proprioception because you have fun with it. You can even do it with the grandkids. They got really popular years ago. Then you are exercising, but you're having fun. And that is something that if you find any activity that does that kind of effect, you want to stick to it, okay? Also, because you're having fun, you're laughing, you're doing stuff with other people, it will decrease the symptoms of depression. And one part of the video games is that they have shown that the sooner that you can integrate these activities, the better it is. Then if it's early in the stage of the disease, it's kind of easier to learn and actually to have fun than later on, okay? But I will say this, always try it. You don't lose anything trying, okay? The other thing I would recommend you to do is that if you're going to try any of these video games and you're standing, be smart, okay? Have somebody with you and just be safe, okay? All right, the next one, the treadmill. It sounds so simple, but it have a really good result. Again, will improve your quality of life and have a lasting effect up to 4 months. Again, if I stop doing the treadmill today, even if 4 months later, still I'm having that kind of good effects on my body. On this one, I highly recommend you to do the treadmill with your physical therapist first, because you want to be safe. I put my patients on the treadmill with a gait belt. I am right there with them very close. I'm feeling what their body's doing. I have my hand on the stop button right away, okay? That is something that you just don't want to decide to do it. Unless that you don't have any problem walking, any symptoms, or you have done the treadmill before. But I would recommend you at least, my recommendation would be doing that, to have the physical therapist doing it with you. Again, this is better you do it early in your stage of Parkinson's disease, but I have put people on the treadmill that they have kind of quite a bit of difficulty walking, and I'm getting good results. Takes a lot of training, but it's worth it. Another important part of the treadmill, we were talking about some of the symptoms. Freezing of gait is a symptom that is a little bit kind of debilitating, especially if you are in narrow spaces or you're turning. That shuffling gait is annoying, is very frustrating. And doing the treadmill will decrease that symptom, that problem, okay? Then that is something that I wanted to really address with that. Normally, freezing of gait lasts between 10 to 30 seconds, but again, because the shuffling gait, you can fall, and then after you fall once, it's like it's not a good feeling. Then you develop a little bit of that fear of falling that we want to avoid. The treadmill, because it's an exercise anyway, will help you with anxiety, depression, will help you have constipation and any gastrointestinal issues, okay? And the treadmill, you can combine it with music, or I don't know if you guys have seen I'm not Peloton, I'm not a Peloton buyer or whatever. I don't have any bonds or anything with them, but you know that they have the screen and you can do things and you see the trail, stuff like that. then you can also combine the treadmill that way. You can have a TV that show a path, then you're walking, but this is kind of that visual, and you can put music. All that help you with the brain to improve your walking. All right, the famous strengthening exercises. I think that everybody that comes to my clinic, I will say that they need to work on core, because I think core is the base of everything. It's a base of our posture, and we know that patients with Parkinson's have problem with their posture. Then we need to work on that muscles to get them stronger and stretch the ones that are tight. Core strengthening decreases that tightness of the muscle. Then that is something that you don't want to overlook. If you feel really tight and stiff, maybe working on core would be good for you. And because you can control your core, you have better balance, then will decrease the fear of falling. And strengthening exercises give you power too. We all can use power, okay? You can combine exercises with the strengthening with balance. That means like the Bosu ball, it's kind of like the half ball, and you can do some strengthening with them. You know the disc that you can stand on and then do some exercises? But again, you will do it with me. You will do it with the physical therapist first. That is more advanced stuff. But we can work out from just standing on the bars to building it up, okay? And you know what? The sky's the limit. We decide how far we can go. But all this is going to help you to have a better quality of life. And improve your brain function. Then definitely some weights is going to be really, really good. Can be elastic bands, can be weights, can just be as simple as sit to stand. You're using your body weight, you're getting stronger. What is recommended for strengthening exercises? 1 or 2 times a week, 30 to 60 minutes. And again, what I was talking about, the sitting down and getting up, I even do that every day because I want to get my legs stronger. And sit to stand is very functional, to be able to get to the car, to get up from the toilet, to get up from a low sofa, give you that independence. Be sure that whenever you are exercising, drink water. We need to hydrate, okay? And if you're doing exercises and it's hot outside, be sure that you hydrate the day before. All right. A little bit about myself. That is my partner went back to school after being a therapist for more than 15 years. That took a lot of courage. This is when I got my doctorate degree. And this is my Sonny. She was my partner in crime. She will be under my desk sleeping with me. And she will also be, while I was studying, she will be under the desk accompanying me because I was working full-time and going to school. Then she also helped me to understand how important is exercises because I was a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety because I needed to do all this work from school and I needed to pass the classes. And I will walk with her every day a mile. Even if I didn't have time, I made the time because it made me feel better. Remember I said that exercises improve your brain function, help you to learn, help you to assimilate new information. I experienced that, okay? It really works, all right? The other thing I wanted to know about myself, this is my Sonny again. That other picture, I am the one in the air. I have a second-degree black belt in Aikido, talking about being committed, doing exercises. Aikido actually helped me too with that proprioception and being aware of your environment. Then all these little things that we do, even in yoga, is actually very important and stuff that you can actually translate to your other activities, okay? All right. back to business. Then balance exercises. I think that you guys were doing a class of balance earlier, but balance exercises, again, is very, very important. I think that we should all do balance exercises. I do not care what age you are. Keeps you young. The important fact of balance exercises is decreases freezing of gait. Then if you have that symptom, you want to work or focus a little bit more on that balance exercises. And again, balance exercises increase your confidence walking. That means that you will be more likely to decide to walk more. If you start feeling like your balance is a little bit off, don't wait too late to get to the physical therapist, okay? I call it the tune-up. If you feel like, okay, I'm trying these things and it's not helping, get to the physical therapist to give you the tune-up to kind of like decide what we need to work on, what other treatment we need to work to kind of give you like a boost. And then in that way you can go back to what you were doing. And the stuff that are important for you. Other important fact of balance exercises is that the medication for Parkinson, levodopa or carbidopa do not help with balance. No matter how much medication you take, it's not going to help you with your balance. It's recommended 2 or 3 times a week for 30 minutes. And balance exercise will be included like martial art, like yoga, tai chi, dance. In physical therapy, I will be working in agility drills. And if you are the one that likes to play tennis, I will get you doing jumping jacks. I will not get you doing jumping jacks right away, but we will build up on that. We want to get that agility in place. And boxing, I get that question a lot. Is boxing good for me? Yes, it's an exercise. If you like boxing, that is great. I think that if you're frustrated and you start just like punching in the air, you know what? It's helping with your mood, might as well. For gait training, we're going to see how you're walking, trying to give you strategies to be able to walk better. It's recommended to do walking 3 to 5 times a week for 20 to 60 minutes. I will question that. I will say that we should be walking every day, okay? At least 6 days a week. Like I say, my golden retriever made me walk a mile every day, and I miss the day that we don't go, and she let me know that I didn't walk her. But and think about in gait training too, the walking sticks, that is the Nordic walk, is very good. If you never try it and you're like, well, I'm having a bit of balance issues, but I don't want to use a walker or a cane, think about to try to do the walking sticks, okay? And the last one is your aerobic exercises. Decrease anxiety, help you to sleep. And again, all that will improve your quality of life. And the examples are, and there is definitely more. Dancing, I think that dancing is very good if you like dancing because have the music component. Music talks to your brain. You guys have bikes in here, biking, boxing, and they recommend aerobic activities 3 times a week for 30 to 40 minutes. Think of aerobic exercises too, like, you know, if you're walking, that is an aerobic exercise. Then if you're walking for 30 minutes, that counts as an aerobic. Some of this stuff kind of overlap. Then days that you don't want to work so hard, know that you get the check mark that you did your exercises anyway, okay? And the last one that we're going to talk about today is that your community-based exercises. Me as a physical therapist, I will expose you to different exercises. And I will find out what you like, what you don't like. I think that we should be exposed to different things. But if I found what you like, we're going to work on that particular activity that you love to do. And my goal will be that you will be able to do the classes or do it better or be able to do it, okay? Because community exercises like in here in Parkinson's Place make the difference. And you cannot quit. You need to keep moving. And the conclusion on this talk today is, in the end, I would recommend you find the activities or exercises that motivate you and get started. Be consistent and have fun. Life is too short. We need to have fun. And we can find different ways to have fun and spend time with the ones that we love, okay?